So yesterday it came out that ESPN is going to be canceling their morning show with Keyshawn Johnson, Jay Williams, and Max Kellerman. It came out here from the New York Post saying ESPN is scrapping its national morning radio show featuring Keyshawn Johnson, Jay Williams, and Max Kellerman. The Post has learned the move is part of the restructuring of the company, which will include significant on-air layoffs to come as early as next week, according to sources. So apparently that morning show was not very successful. If it was, they wouldn't have canceled it. I, from time to time, would turn it on. I didn't watch it consistently, but I think ever since Max Kellerman was on First Take, with him leaving Stephen A. a couple of years back, I still from time to time was wondering what he was up to, so I would watch his show. And I think that probably most people found out about Max Kellerman when he did join Stephen A. back in, I think, early 2016 when Skip Bayless left Stephen A. Smith. But this is a part of different things ESPN has been doing as of late. Back in April, they started laying off different people, mainly behind the scenes. But now, according to the New York Post, they will be laying off people who are even on air. So it looks like they're maybe having some money issues, and because of that, they're having to let go of some of this talent. I'm not sure if either Keyshawn Johnson, Jay Williams, or Max Kellerman will be let go of. All we know right now is that their show is not going to be continuing. I would assume that I would assume most of them would stay around in some capacity, whether it's on different shows, but we just don't really know, and we'll have to sort of see what happens going forward in the future. And this is also in light of news that, of course, Shannon Sharpe is no longer going to be with Skip Bayless anymore. That came out, a few weeks back, and it officially happened, I think, early last week. And I was looking through Twitter, and when I saw this news yesterday about this morning show ending, there was some speculating that maybe Max Kellerman would join Skip Bayless. I don't know how those two would do together. I feel like anyone with Skip Bayless is still pretty interesting TV, just because Skip Bayless has the most I guess you could say interesting opinions, and I really do think Skip Bayless believes them. I know many people believe he's a troll, but I honestly don't think he is. I think he fully believes everything he says, which makes it very, very entertaining. So there's lots of different things shuffling around in the sports media landscape. I also read that Max Kellerman, I believe he had a show called This Just In the afternoon, and with Pat McAfee now coming over to ESPN, I believe when the NFL season starts, Pat McAfee is taking over the time slot that Max Kellerman once had. So it looks like right now, I don't know what Max Kellerman will be doing for ESPN. I don't know if he'll be a part of these on-air layoffs or if they'll find something else for him to do. So we'll keep an eye on that one. But I always find it interesting to sort of see what's going around the NFL media landscape. Ever since I started making YouTube videos about 3 or so years ago, it sort of just fascinated me to see how things are run and see how these, top talent people like Colin Cowherd, Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith, the way things operate. And when I found out back in high school these guys make millions of dollars every single year, I was, my ears were perked a little bit, like, wow, that's pretty interesting. So I always like to keep a tab on what's happening there. But that's the most recent news. If you want to stay up to date with all things NFL, feel free to subscribe. I also have an NFL newsletter breaking down the newest NFL headlines every single morning at sidelinescoop.com. Also linked in the description and comment section down below. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.